this crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Frazier. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter to keep the defense off balance.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Beck. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, the defense holds.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. The short hands, it's Bernard. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the left. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They're bringing heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Miller with the ball. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Right back to the well. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense drags him down. They've moved it inside the 10, now second and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes ahead. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on third down after that last run. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On the move, it's Evans. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him out of the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. Feeling some heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, you just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give is to Miller. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give him the lead.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trying to find his man on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march downfield.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Georgia going back to work with another first down. In the red area, it's Frazier. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pressure coming. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Touchdown, Georgia. Number 6. In the end zone.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Miller. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Back to throw, it's Beck. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. Got him downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. This offense trying to quiet the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Tries again to get it in. And they'll knock him down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the extra point is good. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. This offense has a second down play. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work hard.